I don't know what's good in your neighborhood, but today in my house, we've got the aquarium up on the TV. We found some Sharpies and some cardboard pieces of paper, and we are gonna get this show on the road. So by now, you've probably heard that all of our classes for fall, with some very few exceptions, are gonna be offered in an online format. So what does that mean for you as a student? Because not everybody loves online learning. Well, I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about the different types of online classes that we're going to be offering, because it might not be exactly what you think. So let's start at the beginning. Let's say you're the type of student who's thinking, I don't know if online learning is necessarily for me because I like to actually watch my professors lecture in real time, and I enjoy interacting with my peers. Don't worry, I got something for you for that. Here we go. Synchronous classes with required attendance. These classes are probably going to be the ones that are closest to traditional face-to-face format. So what this means is that all of your class materials are going to be housed on Canvas, but you will have a set day and time where you are going to be meeting with your class via video conferencing. You don't necessarily have to have your video up in order to do these classes, but you do at least need to be able to connect with the class via audio. So that's pretty exciting because it gives you the opportunity to do things like listen to your professor lecture in real time, ask questions in real time, kind of just like a face-to-face class would be. Now, to add on to that, make it a little spicier, I also have synchronous classes with required attendance and required video. It's just like the other type of synchronous class. Your class materials are going to be housed on Canvas. You have a set day and time where you're going to be meeting via video conferencing. And for this one, you do need to have video capability. So you need to be able to connect to your class via video conferencing. You gotta see your face. For both of these options, synchronous required attendance and synchronous required attendance, required video, your participation is required. So you do have to show up and participate with class, much like you would in a face-to-face environment. So let's say that you're the type of student who thinks, you know what, that sounds great, but honestly, I don't know if I can commit to a specific day and time. That's fine too, we got something for you. We have synchronous with optional attendance. Class materials are going to be housed on Canvas. Your professors are sometimes going to have live components. They may also sometimes have pre-recorded lectures mostly, where you can sit and watch. You can participate in live time if that's convenient for you, or you can go back and watch those things later. So you can watch the live feed later, or you can watch that pre-recorded video of your professor later on when it's convenient for you. Your participation is required for these as well, but not necessarily on a set day or time. Okay, so what if you're like, but honestly, I've been an online learner for a long time, and I really like online learning because I like to go at my own pace. I don't want to be beholden to any days or times or anything like that. Cool, don't worry, I got something for you too. Asynchronous classes. Asynchronous classes mean that your materials are going to be housed on Canvas. You might have some pre-recorded lectures that you can watch, but you're not beholden to any specific day or time. You don't have to have video conferencing technology available at your fingertips right at this very moment. You can log on to Canvas, work at your own pace, and you communicate with your professors via email or Canvas itself. So let's review. Synchronous required attendance. Canvas, that's where all your classroom stuff is, but you're gonna have a set day and time where you're meeting with your class over video conferencing. You only have to have the audio component though. Synchronous classes with required attendance and required video, same thing, materials on Canvas, set days and times, and you have to have the video component for your video conferencing. Participation is required. Synchronous optional attendance. Class materials housed on Canvas. You should pick up on that pattern by now. Everything's on Canvas, right? You do have some days and times where you might meet, but it's not necessarily required that you do so. It's optional. You can go back later and listen to those things at your own time. And lastly, asynchronous classes, meaning your stuff is on Canvas, just like the other types. You log on when it's convenient for you. You work at your own pace. You are going to be communicating with your professors and your peers via email and Canvas. Okay, so 4 types of classes. We really hope that that meets everybody's learning needs and learning styles. When you meet with your advisors to talk about what class is best for you, they're going to help you map this out a little bit, reiterate the different types of classes. You can find out what type of class you're signing up for when you search for classes. You click on each individual class, you scroll down to class notes, and you can read about what type of class each single class is, so you know that you're signing up for the class that's going to best meet your academic needs. I wish you guys luck. Please let your advisors know if you have any questions, and I will see you next week. We'll be talking about student life activities and student services.